What's up, my brother?
Life is lifing,
Of course.
ups and downs. Happy Black History Month to everybody out there,
Happy Black History Month.
Is it the second or the third day? Something like that. I don't keep up with days like that no more.
You don't keep up with the calendar. You just that's just not so.
It's moving and grooving.
Sorry for the hiatus, folks. We both started new jobs.
Yeah. And
and as he
basketball season started back up, so
and as he said, life just happens. But we're here. We're trying. I
and,
promise it won't be like once a month. It might be like bi-weekly. We don't know. We're still trying to
yeah.
figure stuff out. We for sure keeping it to an hour because we're doing this on Saturdays now. We both got shit to do. But yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be talking to my brother for an hour.
For sure. It's definitely necessary. It's been weird not doing this.
You got a song for us?
I think I'm gonna start with Benny. This
Okay.
is Pillow Talk and Slander. It's Benny, Jadakiss, and Babyface Ray. And that again is Pillow Talk and Slander by Benny the Butcher and Jadakiss and Babyface Ray.
You know why I love like when people say, "Oh, hip hop is dead" or R&B is dead, because it's shit like that that's out, and it's like I'm sure this conversation has been had for decades. Like I'm sure when Soulja Boy was cranking that, and we were all doing the dance, our parents and people older than them was like, "Hip hop is dead." It's like, no, 50 out. It's real hip hop out.
About that
What?
is that I was just watching a video for Crank That Batman. Like somebody, and I started to send it to you, and I was just like, bro, low key, this was a much better dance than Crank That. Like,
It was so many crank that's at that time. It was crank that Spider Man.
yeah.
What?
Wasn't there a Crank That SpongeBob at one point? Like,
That's always been a thing too, though. Like niggas see a wave happening and then they just hop on it real quick. Like nothing is new under the sun. So like when people be like hip hop is dead, R&B is dead, it's like bro, like, I promise you it's not. It's always going to be real artists because art lives.
yeah. Like, and it imitates like
Yeah,
so
and it
like
inspires. Like you think Benny the Butcher wasn't listening to like Fab and Kiss and fucking
Hove,
50 and
yeah,
like
like
Ross and all like come on. It's still people listening to that stuff and then they get older and they're that type of artist. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay.
hopefully, hopefully.
I believe that we are gonna be okay. Like
Nah,
I
I
do.
definitely I had another song because like you said, like hip hop inspires, and I think I texted you about it. Mick Jenkins
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
album. That shit is really good. I was gonna play this song. Like I thought that like he got. I thought it was funny as hell that he got Freddie Gibbs and Benny on the album, and their songs is back to back. So I
He
think
did that on purpose.
I think Freddie Gibbs' song is like the third song on there, and then Benny's song is fourth. And I was
He
just
did
like,
that on purpose because like their beef is stupid. Like y'all worked together and now you're beefing. Like,
I was like,
but yeah, hip hop and R&B is gonna be fine. We're all gonna be okay. And with that being said, this is another episode of the True Line Crosses podcast. I'm Quan.
and I'm Scoob.
I got an opening question, and it might be a little bit silly, but what's something from our childhood that you wish could translate to adulthood?
Not paying bills. I am so over this shit. Like, I just started making money again, and now it's like, what money, nigga? Like,
With Orlando say, you got us paying for grapes and strawberries, shit that God provided us, we have to pay for.
apples? You got us paying for water, you dumb son of a...
Water? We have to pay for water. And I only buy cases of water. I hate jugs of water.
Yeah.
So, like, because they're bottling it, now it's $7. Like, what the fuck?
America.
Moment of silence for bills. Because I just paid them shit. And like you said, I just started making money again. And the first row through, like, hey, what's up?
It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up.
And it's a short month. So it's like, I mean, it's a leap year, so we got an extra day in February. Like, give me those 2 extra days.
I know some girl that was born on February 29th.
So when does she celebrate?
Usually, I guess on the 28th. I haven't talked to her in a while. We met while I was in the military.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll hit her up, like, when her actual birthday pops up. Like, every 4
My birthday
years.
was supposed to be February 29th, 94. Yeah. But I came early. And my preemie, of course.
Yeah, I was, like, every year I hit her up, like, oh, happy 6th, 7th birthday. Like,
of course.
I think, yeah. So if I'm 30, she's like 28, so she would be 7 this year.
Yeah. That's crazy. For me, I want recess back. Like, instead of a lunch break, like, I want to go play, bro. And like a giant fucking play, not a small, like, regular playground. I need a huge playground. I just want to, like, go play football.
30 minutes, everybody in the job, take a break.
Yeah. Facts. Like, yes, our knees are going to be hurting, but like, I feel like we need a sense of play.
Heads in one corner. The dancers in another corner. Girls in one corner.
Niggas double dutching. Fuck it.
Niggas playing basketball. All outside their job.
Yeah. Just 1 hour. Like, and then also give us, like, because I mean, we had recess and then we had lunch. So, like, give us the hour for lunch, but then give us an hour for play too. Like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, you just don't want to do nothing.
It's 2 hours. Like, what you mean? We work 8 hours a day. We can't get 2 hours of that to just, like, chill and play.
You want to have
6 more hours and we working.
You want to have fun.
Why not? Like, is our lives comprised of just working 5 days a week and then spending some time on the weekend to do errands and raise our kids and shit, and then we die? No, nigga. Like, we supposed to be playing. Like,
shit, I work on the weekends.
Exactly. So, like, fuck. Like, that's not life. That is not life. We do not just fucking work and die. It's just that can't be life. That's not the meaning of life. God probably up there like, bro, what are y'all doing? I gave you everything, and you still fuck it up. Like,
this is America.
Moment of silence. All right.
Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl coming up. How you feeling about the Super Bowl?
I hate it. We didn't get the Soul Bowl. We didn't get the Nigga Bowl. We were supposed to have a Nigga Bowl with a halftime performance from Usher in Black History Month. That would have been crazy.
That's why they didn't do it.
And they screwed it up.
That's why they didn't do it. They was like, oh, no.
Did you watch those games?
I watched the end of the, what game was that? The first game, the Chiefs game.
Okay.
And then I watched most of the second game. I was at work, so like I got home for like halftime and the end.
I saw the second half of the Baltimore game, and Maul said this on the Royal Maul podcast. He said because Lamar, like before the game, was like, "Fuck, I don't like playing against Patrick Mahomes," and he was like, "As a starting quarterback, you probably shouldn't say that when you got a game coming up against the nigga. Like it just don't sound good." And when you watch that game, it looked like he was nerfed a little bit.
I think the Chiefs' game plan was really good, but Baltimore's game plan was really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, the Chiefs was only rushing 4, and everybody else was dropping back in coverage.
Yeah.
And the 4 that was rushing wasn't really trying to get to Lamar. They was just sitting there watching him. Like, they was just like, all right, like,
he gonna run.
We're going to sit here and play with the offensive lineman because if we beat the offensive lineman, then he going to run by us.
Yeah.
So we could just sit here and fight for 3 seconds as long as the 7 niggas behind us hold up. We good. And Baltimore never was like, all right, well, let's run the fucking ball with our running backs. Like,
yeah.
Y'all had the best rushing team all fucking season and ran the ball 6 times.
And arguably the biggest game of Lamar's career.
And he played well. I don't know what the fuck he was looking at on that last interception.
Yeah, that was just, he forced it. It was 3 defenders.
That's when I turned the game off. I was like, what the
It's
fuck
over.
was that? Like, what was that? Like, dude was double cover off the line. Now, he beat both of them, but like, why would you throw that? Like,
and it was just like,
and it was
series.
in the middle of the field. Like, it was just like,
it was a series of shit that happened. Like, they had the touchdown, but this man fumbled.
And I don't blame that on him. Like,
no, of course not.
He's 5'9", 175 pounds.
Yeah,
he did what he was supposed to do. Like, he didn't even really extend. Like, the ball was tucked in. The defender hit like his shoulder and like the tip of the ball, and it just like came out. Like, if we're being honest, it was luck. Like, he was trying to do it, but if he was off by a centimeter, that's a touchdown. Yeah. So like, everybody's beating him up when it was really just like a bang bang play. Like, it wasn't really you wanted him to like try to run 3 niggas over at his size. So he was like, oh, he should have lowered his shoulder. And I'm like, and they would have fucking crushed him, and then he would have been hurt. like he got low, tried to avoid the contact, and tried to score. Like,
I don't think niggas really watch football. Either that or they didn't play. And like, they just say shit.
Like, niggas never watched Marvin Harrison a day in their life. Like, Marvin Harrison was the like complete opposite of today's football. He didn't know what yards after catch was, because every time he caught the ball, that nigga was on the ground.
I caught it.
I weigh 180 pounds. I don't want to get hit by Ray Lewis.
No. Who wants to get hit by Ray Lewis?
I'm catching it. I'm getting the fuck on the ground so these niggas could just touch me.
I'm not about to be his second body. Are you crazy? Like, the fuck? That's something he could brag on. I killed that nigga on the field and off the field. In God's name. Like, no.
And got away with it, too. Praise Jesus.
All right. We're sorry, Ray Lewis.
Never going to a Super Bowl. That nigga just tackled me out of nowhere. What was that shit you was talking?
I'm sorry. I don't want to go see my grandma. I'm sorry. I don't want to see my dad. Not right now. I got so much life to live. All right. Sorry.
Aaron Hernandez ain't got shit on me.
Oh. mean, not like that.
Punk ass nigga went to jail. I won 2 Super Bowls after my body.
But he got bodies. All right. Who you got?
Do I really bet against Patrick Mahomes at this point? Like,
can we yes, Patrick Mahomes. Yes, their offense. Andy Reid, though. We just
and that's the one thing that makes it easy for Eagles fans when they won the first one. Now it's just kind of like, all right, Big Red, chill the fuck out.
You just keep going, bro.
Where the fuck was all this shit? McNabb wasn't that bad. He wasn't that good, but it wasn't. Come on now, y'all was getting there.
He has
Andy Reid is my GOAT.
Who?
I don't think it's Belichick. I think Andy Reid is the greatest of all time.
With Belichick, I always say what is he without Tom?
Compare McNabb to Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying.
And look at what Andy Reid was doing with McNabb. Then look at what he did with Mike Vick post jail.
Yeah, exactly. People always talk about that Mike Vick run, but I'm he was coached well. Yes, he had talent, but he was straight out of jail. If you remember, he looked fat when he got out.
That first
and I mean, rightfully so.
That first year on the Eagles, he was bloated. That's why. That's why Kevin Kolb was the fucking starter, or McNabb might have been the starter, but they thought Kevin Kolb was going to be the replacement because Mike Vick was just out of shape.
Yeah. And
then Kevin Kolb got out there the next year, and niggas probably are sitting there listening to this who the fuck is Kevin Kolb?
My thing is you think Mike Vick was super motivated to go work out and get back on. No, he had a good coach. Mike Vick has said before, he never practiced. When he was with the Falcons, he didn't practice. He never read a fucking playbook. He just was out there playing school football,
having fun. I'm
running and chucking.
I'm the most athletic nigga out here. I do.
Nigga just got a huge arm and legs. He looked like Speedy Gonzalez. He never practiced. He said it. He never read a playbook. So he got out of jail. You think he was super motivated? No, he had a good coach in Andy Reid, and we've seen Andy Reid sustain this for so long.
He was probably a lot more humble,
for sure. Yeah.
So it was all right.
He was coachable. Yeah,
I got to tap in.
Yeah, for sure. But the run that we've seen Andy Reid go on, his second win. This is his second win, and it looks amazing.
Because people forget, Andy Reid was on the Packers staff when they had Brett Favre in the 90s. He was their QB coach or some shit. That nigga has been around for nothing but success.
When does he retire? No time soon.
Patrick Mahomes is in his 6th year.
Yeah.
Probably got 4 more out of both of them. As far as them two being together, they probably got the end of Patrick contract. You gotta think, Patrick Mahomes got Andy Reid doing commercials.
Yeah.
Andy Reid is a household name now, and he always was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was about to say those Eagles years, he was the guy too.
But now he is everywhere. If you see his face and if you was walking around with a picture of Andy Reid and just ask some random person, they could probably tell you who that is. Oh, that's the Chiefs quarterback. I mean, the Chiefs coach. That's Patrick Mahomes' coach.
A few more years and he's gonna be everybody's white grandpa. who just did some dope shit in the NFL. He just has that look, you know? Like, where my grandma at, bro? You're black. I know.
Definitely a little black.
He's like a mix between like a grandpa and fucking Peter Griffin. Like the perfect blend. He'll tell you a dirty joke, but then he'll like make cookies. Thanks, Grandpa. Can I go through the trophies now?
Like how much diamonds is in those rings?
Exactly. I feel like he's the type that's like, I don't know, they're somewhere. Like, what? How many have you won? I forgot.
3, 4, maybe. Who's counting?
Babe, where's the rings?
Who's counting? Bro, he made Alex Smith good.
Yeah. Something the Commanders couldn't do.
Shit, the 49ers could barely do it. Like,
that's true.
Like
Alex
Smith got replaced by Kaepernick. And then Andy Reid was like, oh, sure, why not?
Have you seen the influx of Niners fans just come out of nowhere?
Well, I fight with 2 of them every week. Just because, like, during football season.
Yeah.
But I think that was, like, bound to happen just because, like, especially for niggas, like, they got a very, like, highly populated, like, nigger team. Like,
okay.
Like, they got the 2 white boys, and then it's a bunch of niggas, like Trent Williams. A nigga name is Debo.
Debo Samuels.
So I could see where people's like, oh yeah, like I'm a root for them because Patrick Mahomes is a little light skinned, a little corny, got a white wife.
Okay.
Travis Kelce is now dating Taylor Swift and not the big booty black girl that he was with last season. Like, after that, they don't really have nobody else on the team worth yeah, Chris Jones is a good football player, but nobody's
not a household name.
Yeah, nobody's checking for Chris Jones. Like,
yeah,
I get them mixed up with Chandler Jones all the time, and I don't even know if they're related. Like, I just know they was both on the Patriots at one time, and they both left.
Yeah, I want to see Trent Williams get one for sure. And then we just traded.
Oh, yeah, Chase Young is over there too. Yeah.
So I want to see them get one.
They the San Francisco Commanders.
Anyway, next time. Fucking idiots, bro.
Didn't y'all get them some draft picks too? Y'all helped them out a lot. What y'all get back? Y'all might have got back like a draft pick. 4th round.
Cap space.
Third round.
Cap space. Basically.
Y'all gonna have a lot of money for a team that nobody want to play for.
We just got the Cowboys, I think, defensive coordinator as our coach.
Oh yeah, the nigga who blew the 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. I guess people just forgot that because he was on the Cowboys for the last 2 years. Like, oh yeah, he went to the Super Bowl. They was up 28-3 and lost.
And like, we got a new group of owners, and I thought things were going to be better. I hate it here, bro. I fucking hate it here. I feel like there are organizations that are cursed. like the Cubs couldn't get one for 100 fucking years.
Red Sox, they went like 80-something, 90-something years.
The fucking Bills went 4 times and just couldn't get shit.
And now they can't
You
be.
know how heartbreaking that would be, bro.
4 years in a row too, wasn't it? Like it was like.
It was bad. This year is our year. The 4th one, they for sure was just like, man, I'm not even watching, bro. Fuck this shit.
Hey. We're gonna go out here, give it our best. And that's probably not going to be good enough this year either.
Because they gave the speech, leave it all on the field, bro. I just need 48 minutes. I need it all from y'all. And they went back and was like, we gave it all. It just wasn't enough.
The last 3 years, nigga, we been putting it out. Heartbreak.
I feel like Commanders are like on that list now.
Yeah, Detroit. Poor Detroit.
Yeah. Their basketball team too, my nigga. God damn.
I'll be forgetting they got a basketball team.
They forget they have a basketball team. After the Bad Boys, it was like, oh, and then that run in 2000, the early 2000s. After that, it was just,
it don't be nobody at them games. They couldn't fight.
Would you go to the game?
They couldn't fight. They couldn't fight in the stands if they wanted to at this point.
Do they got a college in Detroit? I feel like they go to the community college games before they fucking go to a professional team. Like, y'all want how many games, bro? Like,
I think they in double digits now. Maybe. Let's check.
I feel like they're also like taking the spotlight off of Wemby and them Spurs though. Like, them niggas is bad
how
too.
Bad they suck.
They fucking suck too.
I don't get it. Everybody be like, "Oh, Wemby is so great." Them niggas won 10 games.
Y'all suck.
I was just telling, like, even last night, like, people like on socials are like, "Oh, dude should have passed it to Wemby. He was wide open." I'm like, one, that's a really hard pass. Like, there's a man in his face, and like, if he throws it like a lob pass, you're giving everybody else time to like rotate and slide.
Yeah.
But then when the shot misses, Wemby is 7'9" with an 8'9" wingspan, and he did the most piss poor job of boxing out I have ever seen because he only weighs 75 pounds.
He's a noodle. Like,
he went the box dude out, and dude was like, "Ole!"
Who the fuck let this fucking the Apple Jacks guy? Like, he's a stick of cinnamon.
Is the win not mine?
Nigga, if you would get on some rolls. You would be delicious, nigga. Fuck out of here. Why are you in a fucking jersey?
I be looking at Buddy like even they played the Sixers. I watched like that. I think that was the game where Joel had 70, and I'm watching the whole game, and I'm just like,
we gotta talk about that too.
I'm like, but bro, don't. He not like. He just tall. Like, it's nothing imposing about him. Like,
he is tall.
Tall. Like, and then like the next game, it was him. Like they showed him like lowering his shoulder on Chet, and like, oh, he bullied. I'm like, that's because he only 75 pounds too. Like. I was like, and that's an offensive foul. Like you just ran right through the nigga and then dunked it. It was like, what the fuck? He went from Wembenyama to Derrick Henry.
But I mean, they're gonna give him that treatment because he's like the new exciting thing. Like it was the same with the Ball brothers. Like. They covering this nigga just passing the ball when why is him passing a ball in the ESPN top 10? Like the fuck is going on?
I like the Ball brothers in the NBA.
Yeah, I do too.
Because they got away from their daddy.
I feel like he also backed off. I feel like his goal was to get them to the NBA. And then it was like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah. And all that shit with the middle child, like kind of fucked it up. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like,
they for sure should have all three of them. But
Like, nigga, you was going to UCLA for 1 year, and you couldn't make it 3 games without going to China and doing some dumb shit. Like,
What did he do? Stella sign, didn't he? Like,
some dumb shit.
come on, bro. Knowing they don't play that shit. Like, I go to China, I'm like this. Asshole naked. Just like, I didn't steal nothing. Like, you could check me, bro.
And I just fact checked. The Detroit Lions do not have 10. I mean, the Detroit Pistons do not have 10 wins. They are 6-42.
Yeah. Yeah. Because didn't they shut down Cade?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, they ain't going to win no more this year.
Yeah, fuck no.
How many games they got left? What's that? 6-42.
That's 48 games, so they got 2.
24. 34.
Yeah.
34. Yeah. I can see them going.
Yeah, nigga.
6-76.
They losing out. That's sad.
Damn, they gotta beat somebody. They might beat.
So I say again, would you go see that game? Like, unless you're a fan of another team, like if I'm going to go see the Knicks, all right, cool. I'll watch the Knicks beat their ass. Like, sure. But like, even that's not a good experience though. It's like, damn.
I mean, it might be a good experience because you only probably got to pay $10 for the ticket.
Now that, and I love a deal.
Hey, not gonna lie, I think when the Sixers was shitty, I was going to games like every month. Like,
the fucking Panthers, they showed their games. I think some of their tickets were like $4.
oh shit.
The Panthers is sad.
They just wanted anybody to come to the game. They ain't give a fuck.
Because my thing is, we were in college when they were good.
They had tickets is cheaper than a fucking Happy Meal. That's bad. That's bad.
That's fucked up. That's fucked
Imagine paying $4 for a ticket and then having to pay $20 for your food. For some French fries or a beer.
I was about to say $10 for a beer, my name. $13 for a beer. Because that's how much it is at Nats Stadium.
And I think over here they like $14, $15.
I mean, where does Detroit go from here?
G League.
What?
I said the G League. Oh, I wonder what their G League team record is.
That'd be fucked up. It's just a full swap. Like, everybody down. Y'all come up. Y'all working better than fuck it. Like, we might as well just try some shit. Like, do like Invincible with the Phillies. Like, do a fucking open tryout.
Like Martin on House Party. Switch!
Switch! I still want to do a house party themed party.
That'd be dope.
Everybody leave their phones. Like, no, like just let's just like do it like it was back then.
I mean, we could always do it for like our 35th birthday.
35 is what, 2029?
Nah. Is that math right?
No, because we'll be 31 this year.
Yeah.
So I'm off.
28.
Yeah. By then, I'll try and be married. I'll try. No promises.
Well, nigga, put your foot down.
Just do some shit.
Get over here.
Okay. Where though?
I wouldn't mind doing it in DC.
Is Jamel coming to DC? Why not? Yeah, she would.
Yeah, well, I say her family.
Or they
in
would.
Virginia.
Sorry.
Their family in Virginia. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Let's try this. Sorry, listeners. We just making out loud.
Y'all are
what was the topic?
Y'all are a part of this birthday party now.
Yeah, come on. Hopefully this like blows up by then, and then we can really do the shit.
Like, this could be like a real thing. Like,
yeah,
but,
mark the date.
we could do shit. We got to split the difference. What's that? The 22nd, 23rd,
30th and 17th.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve party will be lit.
No, you're not doing Christmas Eve. 30. That actually would be splitting the difference. Fuck. Why not the 23rd? 23rd. Fuck it.
2028. Come join us. True Line Crossers podcast. Fucking 35th birthday party.
House party theme. Wear your best 90s clothes. Leave your phones at home. 9 to 2?
Sounds good. You stay up that late? You're going to be old.
Before I got this job, I was staying up till like 1, 2 in the morning for sure.
Nah, I know this. I know this. It used to be like, what?
Yeah, nigga was like stressing.
What the fuck is this nigga on Instagram for? It is past his bedtime.
Yo, look at this funny cat meme. It's 2 in the morning. It's funny though, right? I'm dying inside out.
I just used to be like, still up? Like, this is not my friend.
Somebody else got his phone. Who is this? Okay. Embiid scored 70. How you feel?
I feel like he shouldn't have played against Golden State.
Okay.
But I feel like he got Jedi mind tricked after they fined the Sixers for him sitting out the Nuggets game, which was some bullshit. Like, if he went out and warmed up, and then they realized, like, nah, you shouldn't play.
Yeah.
Why the fuck he wasn't on the injury report? Because we thought the nigga was going to play.
Right.
We went out. He couldn't play. We sat him. Like, why do we have to let the other team know that our best player isn't
Exactly.
going to play? Like,
so they can game plan?
Like for not having our best player? Like, what would they have done? Sat their best player? Like, what?
It's even now.
like, we gave them an advantage, and that wasn't fair. What the fuck? Like,
what was the score breakdown? Was it a lot of like free throws?
in his 70-point game?
Yeah.
He was 21 for 25. So, I mean, it's still 50 points without without free throws. Like, and that's the whole thing. Like, how do you score 70 without getting free throws? Like, if you're not shooting a lot of threes. Like, shout out to Juju Watkins. Last night she had 51. USC freshman.
Yeah.
Same night, Tyrese Maxey had 51. Shout out to him. You know, first time AllStar. Sixers doing big things out here. Fuck James Harden still. I don't give a fuck how good them niggas look. Like, fucking Twitter. Like, if they lose, he's just gonna quit on them too. So, like, it doesn't change anything I said. Like, yay, they're winning games. Good job.
He also has like a missing poster when it's fucking playoffs.
Exactly. Like, we'll see where he is in the playoffs. Like pun intended. Like,
yeah. And if it's a closeout game, that nigga just is. He's like, why do I have to be here? He worse than Jokic when it's a closeout game. Jokic hates his fucking job. This nigga is an NBA star and hates his job. I get it, bro. But that nigga Harden, he wants to be in a strip club. He don't care where it's at. They could be in Iceland. Nigga, where's the Iceland hoes? Like, I don't want to be on this court right now.
James Harden, St. Patrick. My man
Ghost. Where is Hart? He probably in a strip club. Like that nigga in Zambia in a strip club. Like,
Oh, NBA Africa tour? Bet I'm out there. Take out all the big booty bitches.
Madagascar, where the Madagascarian hoes? Where they at? I need them. I got dollars. Like, I'm throwing them.
They might not be worth shit no more, but I got them.
And I'm gonna throw them. Fuck is you talking about? It's a closeout game? Fuck no. With a German hose at. We in Germany. That nigga, he hates his job when it's a closeout game. You're like, why am I here, bro? Because you're supposed to be you're the system, right? Like, you're a system, right?
The system is an update. And it's the playoffs.
Nigga running on Windows 98.
They do look good, though. Just don't know how long it's going to last.
We know how long it's going to last. Like, let's be for real. If that game 70, game 75, we going to see some tail off. We going to see some, like, damn, they look bad now.
Oh, man, yeah. How about them Knicks?
I don't want to be too excited. I really don't. Because I think we're in the 5 spot right now.
I think it might be 3 or 4 now because the Sixers went on like a 4-game losing streak.
Because I know Cleveland was ahead of us last time I checked. And we were like a half game back from them. So if we are in the 3 or 4 spot, with Jalen Brunson going to the AllStar game, and Julius Randle.
Yeah, I didn't understand that shit at all. I didn't get it.
I saw Jalen and was like, well, yeah, duh, thank you. And then I saw him and I was like, why?
Like, he's had like a good like last month and a half, but
cool. You said good. It was cool.
Well, he had like 2 or 3 like straight games where he was like 20 and 15 or something like that. Like he was getting it together. And then he kind of just like baselined out back to like regular.
Did the same shit that I keep talking about every fucking time we talk about my Knicks. Like
he could get you 18 and 10 just off of being on the court. So like that's kind of just what he does.
And then he'll throw a temper tantrum and get the point instead of actually playing defense. Anyway, I don't want to be too excited because I'm scarred. I have trauma.
I just want to know how Trae Young keep not making the All-Star game.
I don't know. Whoever's voting just don't like that nigga.
Like, is it because he's 5'11" and light skinned? Like
he hooped though.
Like, the nigga is averaging almost 30 and 11, and like
who else is on Atlanta?
Exactly. Like, and niggas like, oh, they 11th in the East, and it's like, I can't.
Even if you had to look at every single team and be like, oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. You look at Atlanta and it's like, he is the guy.
Like DeJounte Murray is nice, but he not that. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm averaging 30 and 11 with these niggas. like,
fucking AI numbers, like when he dragged them that bum ass team to the fucking finals, like
with twice as many assists with these niggas.
I don't get it. Has he ever gone to one? He had to at least go to one, right?
I think he got 2. Like,
okay,
back when he was killing the Knicks and doing it.
Right.
So I think he's been to 2, but. Like, he should have been in the last 2 because he didn't go last year either, and he was averaging like the same thing. It's just like he started killing the Knicks, and now it was like, oh, we can't like this nigga. Like,
and I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, but like, it's fucking weird. It's weird, right?
Like,
you don't like this nigga.
You average 30 and 10 2 years in a row, and somebody tell you that that's not an All-Star.
Yeah,
like,
What am I supposed to do then? Like,
what constitutes an all-star? Like,
I don't know. Like, I would genuinely, as him, be like, what am I supposed to do then? Like, should I just average 40?
Niggas literally was making claims for Derek White, and then the claim was he was on a 35-10 team. like, come on, bro. Like, if being on a team with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis make you an all-star, then Trae Young is Superman.
If he got to the all-star team as Trae Young, I would be hating. Like, that ugly ass nigga for real. Like, it wouldn't even be about hoop. Like, I would just joan on that nigga. Like, I'm sorry. like, come on, bro.
Talking about the nigga that had to go bald because he came because he pulled up to a press conference with no hair, with no headband on at one time.
Oh, I would like flame that nigga. Like, I'm sorry. And in the tweets, I would literally say, bro, I'm sorry. This is not even really about you. But, like, fuck you, bro. Like,
I'm just mad at this.
Like, I'm still flaming you, though. Like, I'm sorry. Fuck that nigga. I know for sure if we do one-on-one, I'm flaming this nigga 50-0. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, I would go crazy.
And it's like, people are like, oh, he don't play defense. It's the all-star game. Nobody is playing defense.
Nobody plays defense. They literally back up so a nigga can dunk. Like, but you won't do that in the fucking dunk contest. But you want to do it here? Fuck you. Like,
I really don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. It's a whole bunch of the same niggas who be like, oh, I would never do the dunk contest, and they get in the all-star game and do a behind-the-back 360 between the legs.
Backflip. I ain't never seen that done forever.
And you decided to do it in the game and not the contest. Like, what? Like, what do y'all get for the game? Y'all get like 250,000 maybe? The dunk contest probably get 500, like, just because you're there to dunk. Like, yes, they should probably incentivize a little more, like, because it's the richest league. It's one of the richest leagues in the world. But like, y'all are also some of the richest players in the world. Nigga, y'all don't need no more money, like, to do your job. Like, your job is to entertain and play basketball, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, go dunk the ball.
And the dunk contest has gotten so weird now because it's just like all rookies that you've never heard of.
Ever since they robbed Aaron Gordon, nobody want to do that shit.
That was so fucked up, bro.
My man jumped over a mascot, sat down and grabbed the ball and then dunked it. Just like, think about that. Like, don't visualize it. Like, just think about what I said. He jumped over a mascot, put his legs vertical so it looked like he was sitting in the air. Grabbed the ball, put it under his legs, and then still dunked it on a 10-foot court.
And lost. How?
Like, the other one, the mascot, was spinning around on the fucking, like, hoverboard thing. And he grabbed it and did a 360 windmill. And lost because a nigga could jump from the foul line 7 times.
Because we've seen that
every year. Michael Jordan did it in 1984. And you're trying to tell me I'm hype over it because he threw an alley-oop to himself. Or somebody threw him out. One, it's easier to jump without the ball.
Yeah. So, I'm 5'5" and I know that.
So, like, I can't jump from the free throw line, but I can dunk if somebody throw me a good alley-oop pass. Like, so, like, how does that make the dunk more special? Oh, he courted all the way back. Good catch. You should have went to the NFL.
And I don't blame Aaron Gordon for being mad. Like,
yeah, nah. If I was him, I'm glad he said he would never do it again.
Yeah, I am too.
Like, because it made no sense. Like,
I'm gonna come back for a third time and get robbed again. Like, that's just stupid.
He did 3 of the same dunks and just switched it up a little bit. Like, Ooh, a windmill from the free throw line. Ooh, between my legs from the free throw line. Ooh, an alley-oop from the free throw line.
50s.
We get it, bro. You can jump far. You can jump far. We get it.
Where's the creativity, though? Like, I don't know. I'm happy that he's not doing that shit again. And I just hope that, like, I mean, like you said, it has affected the dunk contest. It just has. Because niggas don't want to do that shit because they don't want to get robbed.
And they don't, niggas don't want to lose. It's like I seen some, I don't know who it was, but he was on KG podcast. And he was saying back in the 70s, like, they had a one-on-one tournament in the AllStar game. Like, as a part of, like, AllStar weekend.
Yeah.
And it's like, niggas would never do that now.
Hell no.
Like, because, like, imagine Steph going out there and getting cooked by, like, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, you not better than that nigga. That's going to, like, one-on-one, you not better than him.
You know how many memes it would be of Steph just touching the floor? Like, damn. Like, he's praying now. Like, he washing the floor now. Like,
or Jason Tatum getting cooked by his own fucking teammate. Like, Jaylen Brown just cooking him in a one-on-one. Like, it wouldn't happen because Jaylen Brown can't go left. But, which is weird because he in the NBA. Like, how every time you go left, you get plucked. Like, they made a, like, 1 minute, like, compilation of this nigga just losing the ball going left. And it was just like, how did you make it this far? Like, I'd be mad.
You know the fear in his heart when he hear, force him left!
I stress my kids now, like, my point guard is left-handed, and he will have a wide open right-handed layup and pump fake and then step under and shoot it with his left. I'm like, bro, use your right hand. Like, it's there for a reason. Just, I don't even care if you miss at this point.
Yeah,
like,
just try.
just do it. Like, because you just throwing it up there with your left hand and, like, you missing because that's not the shot that you should be taking. So just use your right hand, please. Like, at practice on Tuesday, I'm probably going to tie his arm behind his back. All practice, you're just using your right hand. Like, because, like, it is so annoying. Like, he's really good.
Yeah.
But he would be 10 times better if he could use both hands.
Yeah.
Like, I showed him after our game on Thursday, which is going really good. 3-0 right now. We played one team twice. We blew them out the first time, and then we played them on Thursday. And, of course, because we blew them out the first time, they had, like, a game plan of what they wanted to do. So, like, and because my point guard has, like, no inclination on using his right hand, they knew that. So it was just like, the first half, he was super frustrated because he couldn't go left. Like, they was, like, every time he went left, they was trapping him, so he couldn't get rid of the ball. And I was like, yo, instead of, like, trying to force yourself all the way left, get into the middle of the court and, like, use both hands. Like, and, like, we got it together in the second half. But it's just like, I don't get how you can, like, oh, but that's what I was saying. After our game, I took him because I could shoot with both hands.
Yeah.
So I took him and I was like, yo, watch this. Because, like, I've been on his ass. I've coached him the last 3 seasons. So, like, I've been on his ass about this for 3 seasons. So I took the ball and I was like, right hand, and I shot it. And I missed with my right hand. And I was like, left hand, and I shot it. And it went in. He was like, how the fuck are you better with your left hand? And I was like, because my dad used to just yell at me, yo, use your left hand. Use your left hand. You got to be good with both hands whenever I went to the park with him. Like, if we was at the park together, if he was watching me play basketball, use your left hand. And then I broke my left hand, so I couldn't use my left hand for, like, 8 weeks. Yeah. So when I got the cast off, you know what he did? Now you don't got no right hand. Like, so everything I did, my whole rehab was dribbling a basketball, shooting a basketball, laying up a basketball, just left-handed. So now I could do both.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you get to the NBA and like just like have like a weak offhand?
He probably just didn't have that when you had that coaching of like you got to use both. He probably was. I mean, a lot of these niggas are superstars in middle school. Like they doing shit that middle schoolers shouldn't be doing. They get to high school and they go straight to JV, and it's like you just never really have to correct some shit until you get to college, and then the NBA. And it's like, oh, that's glaring.
And I think he only did like a year or two in college too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but that shit is just so funny because it's like, bro, I would hate to be in the NBA and like everybody know, like, oh yeah, like if we force that nigga left, like he either gonna turn it over or it's gonna be a bad shot. Like,
yeah, you're just so good that it's like, yeah, you could try and force me left, but nigga, I'm going right. Well, look like we had our time. You got a closing song for us?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna throw it back a little bit. Pause. That was wild.
Man, press play.
That was crazy.
Fuck that pause shit.
That was crazy.
If you thinking like that, nigga, you the game. And that's okay. Like, we accept you. But, like, I'm not pausing shit. Press play.
That was crazy. Where do I want to go? Actually, I just threw myself off. I don't even know what song I want to play on.
Nigga so flustered. What if they think I'm gay? Like, yeah.
Wow. So I'm about to throw it back real quick.
Throw that shit back. Throw it in a circle like a CD. Fuck it. Throw it in a slot like a tape. Fuck it.
8-track. Damn, I really lost the song. Oh, man. Can't find it.
After you throw it back, go get some Five Guys. Fuck it. You deserve it.
Time out.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the True Line Crosses podcast. I've been Quan.
And I'm Scoob.
Peace.